today we are factoring trinomial squares. So we are in lesson 10.6. We're dealing with trinomial squares. A trinomial is a polynomial with 3 terms. And so we are dealing with a binomial that is squared. Our equation or our formula is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So anytime we have a binomial that is squared, like we have here, it can be written like that. So since we are factoring, we are actually taking this guy here and writing it as a square binomial. So we will quickly look at example 1, and then we will talk about why example 2 is impossible. So example 1, we are asked, if possible, write 4x squared plus 12x plus 9 as a square of a binomial. So 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. So this is a trinomial because we have 1, 2, 3 terms in my polynomial. We want to get something that's a binomial where you only have 2 terms, and we want to square that binomial. So the thing we want to do first is you look at A and B here, you see that both of them are squared. So we are going to be looking pretty good if we can square root our A term and our B term here. So let's try 4x squared, the square root of that. If you think about it for a second, and the square root of 4x squared is 2x. Square root of 9 is 3. Right? So we know if this can go into this, we can write it, because it's our A and our B term, right? We're looking at A and B. This is our A, this is our B, this is our A squared, this is our B squared originally. So that's B, that's A, so we will write this as 2x for A plus B, which is 3, and square it. So let's check our work really quick. Plus 3 times 2x plus 3. We'll use distribution, right? So we're going to distribute this here and then here. So we will get 2x times 2x equals 4x squared. And then 2x times 3 is going to be 6x. I'm going to take this 3 and distribute it. 3 times 2x is going to be 6x, and then 3 times 3 is 9, and we can simplify it since this is the same term as this, right? It has the same degree. We can combine it. We can actually add those to simplify it down to 12x plus 9, which is our original question. So this is our answer. All right, let's look at example 2 and show why it is not possible. So example 2, they ask us the same question, but this time the trinomial is x squared plus 4x plus 16. So we're going to again start with A and B, right? X squared, square root of x squared equals x, and then 16, and the square root of 16 is 4. So we should be able to get something like this, right? But if you look back in your book, it's right here. If you look back at this equation, we have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, right? So 2 times a, which is x, times b, which is 4, equals 8x. So that is what should be here if this were true. But we have 8x here and a 4x here. Therefore, this is not, it is not possible to write x squared plus 4x plus 16 as the square of a binomial. So go ahead, look at example 3 as another example of how to do this, and let me know if you have any questions on any of the problems in 10.6.